Have to get that out the way. That was a running ball, or should I say, a running back running the football. Um, that's how you do when you run the football. You get in position to run the football. And that's what the Eagles did today. They finally ran the football. That's something that we've been preaching for the last two losses. And from what I've seen on highlights, like I said, I wasn't here to watch the game. I wish I was, but I was at church. You know what I'm saying? Praying to the Almighty God and praying, hope that the Eagles win the football game. And so far, it came through. Just goes to show there is a God in the universe. But enough of God right now. Talk about the football game. The Eagles, who were able to get to 500 for the first time in 2 weeks. Now, Carson Wentz did real well. He was able to get the football passing. He finally threw for under 40 attempts. And I'm glad of that because when you run the football, you can throw less than 40 attempts. We all know that there's not too many quarterbacks in the NFL that can throw over 40 attempts. And that's what he was able to do. He did less. But when you run the football effectively, that is what you can accomplish. They were able to finally use a guy that should have been probably used in the first place. I'm talking about Josh Adams, who had so many attempts for 61 yards. So when you get a chance to use a big back like that, 6'2", 230 or 40-pound running back who can run like that, that's how you kill defenses because they can't tackle a big running back that size. I mean, I don't understand what took so long to get the running game going. You know what I'm saying? The Eagles were able to use Smallwood out on screen plays, and I seen one play where he ran so many yards to get a touchdown pass, and I was happy to see that. You know what I'm saying? So when you get your running backs out in space, you can complete passes for touchdowns. So went through for under 40 attempts, less completions for 286 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Now the pick was a question mark to me because from what I've seen on the highlights, he threw an ill-advised pass, and that led to an interception by Ramsey, who were able to get in front of the receiver and get the pick in the end zone. That was kind of depressing to me, but hey, he has under 5 picks for the season. Have, I think, 10 or 12 touchdowns, less than 5 picks. So I'm happy for that. You know what I'm saying? And quarterback ratio today, from what I've seen, I think it's 100 and some percentage, and that was real well as well. So they were able to complete passes, get the running game going. Offensive line did the best that they can protection, but we lost the guy on the right side of the line. I'm talking about Lane Johnson, who, from what I've heard, has a torn MCL sprain, and they said it's torn, and they said it might take months, not months, but at least a month for that to heal. So I'm not sure who they're going to use in his place. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm quite sure. I mean, I didn't get a chance to see all of the guys, the front 5 offensive line guys. I wasn't able to see that, but I'm not sure who started on the right side after Johnson went out. I'm not sure who it was, but I'm quite sure you guys out there know because some of y'all watched the game in full. Like I said, I couldn't watch it because you know where I was. I mentioned it earlier. So overall, the run game was going. Now there's still a question mark about the defense. So far, from what I've seen on the highlights, the defense did extraordinarily well. So they get kudos for able to get some sacks, some bad down balls, some tackles. There was a few missed tackles, but they did pretty good job tackling the players out in space, and that was very, very beautiful. I'm not smiling right now because of the simple fact is, but I am glad we got the win for that matter. And until we get above 500, then you might see a smile across my face because that'll be 5-4. But our next game is in 2 weeks against the Dallas Cowboys. They coming to Philadelphia, baby. So that's a game we have to win. They 3-4, and I'm praying and hope that whoever they play today, they lose. That'll make them 3-5, and we can play them and make them 3-6. Thereby killing their chances of going to the playoffs or even thinking about a playoff attempt. So I like what I seen offensively. I like what I saw defensively. I like what I saw in special teams. And that is an area that still needs to be cleaned up because we haven't had a block punt in 3 years. 2015 was our last block punt. And when you're missing your key special team player, I hope he comes back next year stronger, more stronger than ever to battle for his position that he lost in the offseason because of the injury that he suffered in the preseason. So I hope he does come back stronger and better. Y'all know who he is. I can't pronounce the guy's name right off the back, but he's a special team safety that the Eagles have had in the last 5 years, or 6 years for that matter. So overall, we're able to get the run game going, and I'm happy. I might not be smiling, but I am happy inside because the fact is, when you run the football, you can get games, you can get wins, and you can get accomplishments. But last week's game, I wasn't happy at all because we have lost 2 games, 17 points or less. And I put it on Facebook earlier, and I was saying that the number 17 is a jinx to us because we have underperformed against the Carolina Panthers, who we had the 17-point lead going into halftime. And the third and fourth quarter, they weren't able to get no more points scored. The Panthers scored all their points in the fourth quarter. In the Tennessee Titans game, we led 17-6. We let the Tennessee Titans come back in the fourth quarter and beat us 21-17. And I wasn't 21-17. I could be wrong about the score, but all I know is they scored more than 20 points, and we stayed in the same score since the first half of the Titans game, and the same for that Panthers game. I was not happy in them last 2 games, and but this game, I got some sense of relief because we are above 500. No, I'm sorry. We are leveled at 500. So I'm going to end this video on a high note for you guys out there who saw the game up close or saw the game live stream or on TV for that matter. When you run the football, you can get things accomplished. This is your boy, Darth the Roth the Eagle, sign out. Peace. One love.